Hi everyone! You probably don't know me because this is a new semester, but my name is Eliza Gardenauer, and this is a little project of mine called First Pages. Every week I like to read you guys a book, and this is the book for this week. But before we get started, I'm going to say a little bit about myself. I am a junior at Dobbins Bennett High School. Here, let me fix my mic real quick. I'm in the band. I play clarinet, as I'm sure some of you do. Clarinets, whoop whoop. Anyway, I love to read. My favorite genre, I like sci-fi and fantasy. I also like thrillers and horror stories. But this one is related to science though, so I'm pretty excited for this. This is Max Einstein, The Genius Experiment by James Patterson and Chris Grabenstein, two of my favorite childhood authors, and I love their work. So I'm pretty sure you're not going to be disappointed by this. So let's get started. I'm going to read the blurb, which, if you didn't know, is the little summary of the book um, either on the back cover or the inside cover. So let's get started. How many kids does it take to save the world? Max Einstein is a typical 12-year-old. She goes to college every day, plays speed chess in the park, builds inventions that help the homeless, and talks to Albert Einstein. All normal stuff, right? Until one day when Max is recruited by a mysterious organization. Their mission: solve some of the world's toughest problems using science. She's helped by a diverse group of young geniuses from around the globe as they invent new ways to power the farthest reaches of the planet. But that's only if the sinister outfit known as the Corporation doesn't get to her first. So, I'm going to read you the first few pages, or the first chapter of this book. The stench of horse manure woke Max Einstein with a jolt. Of course! Even though she was shivering, she threw off her blanket and hopped out of her bed. Actually, it wasn't really a bed, more like a lumpy, water-stained mattress with frayed seams. But that didn't matter. Ideas could come wherever they wanted. She raced down the dark hall. The floorboards, bare planks laid across rough beams, creaked and wobbled with every step. Her red hair, of course, was a bouncing tangle of wild curls. It was always a bouncing tangle of wild curls. Max rapped her knuckles on a lopsided door hanging off rusty hinges. "Mr. Kennedy?" She knocked again. "Mr. Kennedy?" "What the—" came a sleepy mumble. "Max, are you okay?" Max took that question as permission to enter Mr. Kennedy's apartment. She practically burst through his wonky door. "I'm fine, Mr. Kennedy. In fact, I'm better than fine. I've got something great here. At least, I think it's something great. Anyway, it's really, really cool. This idea could change everything. It could save our world. It's what Mr. Albert Einstein would have called an aha moment." "Maxine?" "Yes, Mr. Kennedy." "It's 6 o'clock in the morning, girl." "Is it? Sorry about the inconvenient hour, but you never know when a brainstorm will strike, do you?" "No. Not with you, anyway." Max was wearing a floppy trench coat over her shabby sweater. Lately, she'd be sleeping in the sweater under a scratchy horse blanket because her so-called bedroom was just like Mr. Kennedy's, extremely cold. The tall and sturdy black man, his hair flecked with patches of white, creaked out of bed and rubbed some of the sleep out of his eyes. He slid his bare feet into shoes he had fashioned out of cardboard and old newspapers. "Hang on," he said. "Need to put on my bedroom slippers here." "Because the floor's so cold?" said Max. "Huh?" "You need to improvise those bedroom slippers because the floor's cold every morning, correct?" "Maxine, we're sleeping, uninvited, above a horse stable. Of course the floors are cold. And in case you haven't noticed, the place doesn't smell so good either." Max, Mr. Kennedy, and about half-dozen other homeless people were what New York City called squatters. That meant they were living rent-free in the vacant floors above a horse stable. The first 2 floors of the building housed a parking garage for Central Park carriages and stalls for the horses that pulled them. The top 3 floors, as far as the owner of the building knew, they were vacant. "Winter is coming, Mr. Kennedy. We have no central heating system." "Nope, we sure don't. You want to know why? Because we don't pay rent, Max." "Be that as it may, in the coming weeks these floors will only become colder. Soon we could all freeze to death, even if we were to board up all the windows." "That's not going to happen," said Mr. Kennedy. "We need the ventilation. All that horse manure downstairs is stinking up the place." "Exactly! That's precisely what I wanted to talk to you about. That's my big idea. Horse manure!" And that's the pages for today. And if you want to read this book, it'll be at your local library or it will be at your school library. I'll have it returned this week. So it should be there by Monday. And oh, I forgot we were virtual. I'm so sorry. Yes, you can get this book when you come back. I'm very just not present right now. Well, I hope all of you have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.